Hello and welcome everyone to Knights Cup 2023. This game is Brandeis v. Harvard. Brandeis was going to start with dodgeball control, but Koretsky is outraced for it as Bulwa now runs up the pitch, gets past the defense, but Ja cleans up the pieces and Brandeis gets a stop and Koretsky was able to win control back. So as we start here in this one, Brandeis is able to start with dodgeball control, and they got the stop off of a Harvard quick play on the run-up. Ball to the left side now. Penny with it. Freed is marking her, but not going for the hit. She gets wrapped up. It gets picked up by Harvard. Zalowitz was beat out, as well as Brady Gunther. Freed gets it to Blanchfield, met high by Penny, dodges that tackle. Gets it back over to Freed, Koretsky threatening. Ja has Chen wrapped up, but Chen just rips out of it. Blanchfield now, slow, gets it back to Bulwa. Freed, marked by Scassoletti, intercepted by Zalowitz. And gets it to Scassoletti. Chad comes out up high, trades beats with Ja. Beat there on Brady Gunther, as Blanchfield takes it the other way and is able to hit the shot. 10-0 Harvard. Brandeis here, very slow. Brady Gunther walking it up pitch. Koretsky and Ja in front with only one dodgeball. Gets it near side Zalowitz. Right back to Gunther. Chen gets beat out by Koretsky. Lee wants to come beat out Gunther, but is marked by Ja. Gunther to Zalowitz, marked by Freed. And Zalowitz is beat out. Freed taking it with speed, although behind him Scalowitz knocks it away. Great play there from Scalowitz. Scalowitz is beat out. Gunther, I don't know if he was in the zone or not. If he was not beat out. He was. So that is going to be a quad ball to Brandeis, and Brandeis gets the stop. So another stop here for Brandeis. Adrian Koretsky awarded the dodgeball. It was in hand at time of whistle. Tyler Beckman and Ethan Stern both working head ref. Isaac Stern-Diaz for calls. They're not going to get any. Chen just throws it back for Harvard to maintain dodgeball control as Ja goes to sub out. Gunther slowly working his way up the pitch. Back up to Gunther. He can't handle it. Freed is going to be there. That's a reset used as Freed backs up. And Chen now, Gunther just gets rid of it. Bulwa actually can't take it in, but it's okay. Lee's there to clean it up. Mertens streaking up the field now. Met by Gunther. Huge tackle. Koretsky beat out the Harvard player there. That beat from Jess Lee was definitely late.
You guys look at the trade?
I did, but
It's pretty good. There is going to get a yellow card for illegal tackle there.
Oh shit.
I think he came up high.
So I can leave my seat with my hands and my body. That's fine. If I stay with my body first, that's
Bulwalk, quad ball. He drives forward. Gets it over to Freed. Great pass, though, over to Mertens. And Mertens is able to finish, making the score 2-0 in favor of Harvard. Scastelletti's going to walk this one up for Brandeis. Gets it to Penny. Beat there from Chen. Penny gets rid of it. It's not going to be called too late. Gunther gets knocked down by Bulwa. Bulwa wants to shake up the pitch. Goes right side. Freed in front of him. Freed stays right. Bulwa goes middle. Gets it over to Freed. Freed is met by Scastelletti. Gets around the tackle. Gets through the tackle of Gunther as well. The shot's no good. Bulwa is going to recover here, though. Bulwa left to Blanchfield. She drives. And the shot is good through the center hoop. That makes this one quickly 3-0 Harvard. I believe the beater pair here for Brandeis is Wicken and Lambright, although I don't have number 24 on my roster. Pass goes left and deep as Brandeis gets rid of it. Again to the corner, met by Mertens. The wrap up, he spins out of it. Gunther then dodges a beat from Jess Lee. The pick from Penny kind of gives Gunther some space. And then the finish from Zalowitz puts Brandeis on the board 3-1. And great perseverance there from Gunther. There's no dodgeballs back from Brandeis, although finally they get one into the play. Freed goes right, hits Blanchfield, and Blanchfield scores. Score is now 4-1 Harvard. Codis Warren is going to walk this one up for Brandeis. He passes it to Penny for her to ball handle. Good block, but Gottesman is able to come away with control anyway. Good kick there for Brandeis, although it goes right into the hands of Bulwa. And Harvard wants to press again. Gonna be met by Gunther. The shot goes through. And Harvard quickly extends their lead to 4, up 5-1. Lambright clears out Freed. And Codis Warren again passes it off to Penny. Codis Warren, but Freed strips him. Freed's immediately beat out. And Blanchfield streaks for the far hoop, met by Penny and Codis Warren, and now Eli Fighter. But Blanchfield stays on her feet and gets it out to Bulwa. Bulwa gets hit hard by Fighter. And Brandeis gets the stop. Codis Warren now passing it to Fighter. Fighter over to Penny. Brandeis again, their beater's in trouble. Penny goes far behind, passes it to Codis Warren. Codis Warren's shot is low. And Ben Lambright was told by his sideline to knock that with a dodgeball so it wouldn't be a double reset. Did not understand the instruction. So that is going to go quad ball turnover to Harvard. Quad ball with Blanchfield. Sends it left to Bulwa. Back behind to Niels Mertens. Mertens is beat out as he gets it back to Bulwa. Bulwa, shot no good. Then it's picked up by Harvard twice. Penny, although, falls on this, and I think it is going to be Brandeis ball as Coda Sport is able to get in there with the green headband. Penny again with quad ball to start. Good beat there from Gottesman. Penny is going to take the space. Kodasporin dodges, and then Gottesman just misses. And then Mertens falls on it. Not sure what happened here. We're going to have a discussion, I think, both about potential foul for the loose ball and some potential beats here. All right, head referee looking for his cards. There will be some sort of call. Yellow card on Ben Lambright of Brandeis. I missed why. Oh, kick, illegal kick. Dodgeball stays on the ground because Harvard already had two. And Niels Mertens has quad ball in hand with just Coda Sworn to beat right from the whistle. Eli Fighters beat out, but Coda Sworn made the hit immediately and has Mertens all sorts of wrapped up as he gets beat out. And he threw after beat. This should be a turnover to Brandeis.
I like when I'm watching class and then I say, that was a foul, and that was a foul. I hope you impress
The quad ball awarded to Caitlin Penny after head referee was making sure that was the closest eligible player. Coda Sworn is off broom after being beat. Penny has Braun immediately behind her and then fighter back towards Brandeis' keeper zone. And with a dodgeball in hand for Gottesman, Penny actually it slipped out of her hands. Gottesman was able to get that beat off. Fighter, though, ends up with the quad ball after it was on the ground for a few moments. Great block there from Brandeis, and Fighter misses the shot.
A classic.
Bulwa is going to inbound it from behind. Gottesman here with some unlucky blocks by Brandeis players as well as a few just missed beats. Has made himself a lot of work so far in this game. Bulwa directing traffic. Sends it to Martinez near side. Fighter and Penny both beat out. Martinez takes her space. Coda Sworn gets the block and then kicks it towards Harvard. Interesting decision. I don't think that should be a reset as Bulwa drives right around Braun, gets it through to Mertens, but Mertens is unable to control it. And we're going to have a discussion about if this ball went out of bounds and if so, who it went off of. I don't believe there's been a whistle to stop play, but there's the stop and play. There hadn't been, although every player except Daniel Gottesman was standing still. All right, honestly, heads up play from Gottesman. There's no whistle, you keep playing. So there's a goal ref right here, so we should have some clear idea of whether or not the ball went out of bounds. A long discussion here for what should just be a straightforward out of bounds or not discussion. So I did hear the head referee say the ball went out of bounds. I did not hear who it went off of. It went off of Harvard. Curtis Warren is going to inbound this one for Brandeis. All right. So score here, 5-1. Curtis Warren taking speed after Brandeis' beaters caused some chaos. Floats it to Fighter. Fighter cannot finish around Mertens. And then Bulwa is the first one on that loose ball. Now Bulwa is going to run the other way. Fighter is able to keep up and has to get rid of it to Martinez. And now Martinez is going to keep this slow, although Brandeis in that chaos was able to get control. Alex Wicken has now subbed into the dodgeball game for Brandeis. So my apologies, player number 24 earlier. I don't have that player on my roster. And had guessed I mistyped and thought it was 23. Bulwa, Shu in front, back to Bulwa. Martinez looking to be the near side option. She's hit with the pass, is beat before and stopped by Fighter. Fighter just streaking up the pitch. Which way is he gonna go? He spins through Bulwa and finishes 5-2 in favor of Harvard, but Brandeis pulls themselves back within 3 goals. Kroll to Martinez. Shu in front. Shu and Paul hold control. Instead, Martinez goes left to Freed. Lambright wins control from Shu. Fighter intercepts that pass. Gets right around Martinez. Just has to beat Freed. Instead, he dishes it to Kodeswaran, who is able to finish. And Rutgers cuts this lead down to 2. 5-3 Harvard. There is a stoppage. I think they're going to discuss the score. It says 6-3 on the board right now. I'm pretty confident it's 5-3. It is 5-3. No call on the play. There was just a discussion about the score. The official score is, as I said, Harvard 5, Brandeis 3. And Freed is going to walk this one up the pitch. Pollock with Harvard's only dodgeball. He actually passes it off to Shu. Lambright and Wicken, dodgeballs for Brandeis. Freed over to Blanchfield. Back to Freed. Gets Kodeswaran in the air, but doesn't do anything with it. Blanchfield now, Shu in front. Kodeswaran is really reading a pass to Freed. Instead, it went down low. And a great run around the corner, although team defense for Brandeis, it eventually got knocked out. I think it went through, but the refs didn't call it. And Fighter ends up with it after all of that. And Fighter's just gonna run the whole way. Fakes out Freed, puts it home, and Brandeis pulls this within 1. It is 5-4 Harvard. Freed, I think, forgot he was wearing green. Has to go make that quad ball live, and does. Jess Lee now subs into the game for Harvard. Lambright and Lee posturing to each other. Freed gets it to Blanchfield. Right back to Freed. Pass it behind. Kodeswaran is trying to race Freed for this one after a kick. It's loose on the ground. Freed comes away with it. Is able to go through Kodeswaran, but Kodeswaran gets the knockout. And Fighter is going to move this one slowly. Fighter just gets right around Freed. Gets it to Kodeswaran, and Kodeswaran puts it in. That ties this one at 5. And the combination of Leo Freed and Shakti Kodeswaran has put Brandeis right back into this game, forcing Harvard to call a timeout. Harvard here was definitely feeling very good about themselves after going up 5-1, and Brandeis has been able to pull back on a 4-0 run to tie this one up at 5. Really a big turn of events in the beater game. Brandeis has caused a lot of dodgeballs to hit the ground, and Fighter and Codis Warren are just running fast break after fast break to claw Brandeis back into this one. Players head back to their brooms in this one. Score tied up at 5. Harvard just used their timeout.
You look like a dad. I am.
Quad ball in the hands of Leo Freed. Dodgeball control with Harvard. Alex Wicken carrying the only dodgeball for Brandeis on defense. Freed, met by Codis Warren, so he gets it back to Blanchfield. Met high by Zuber, first minutes in this game for her. Gets it back to Freed, pump fake, gets it back to Blanchfield as Freed is beat out. Blanchfield makes Zuber miss, gets it behind, and then a beautiful finish after a pump fake for Mac Mertens. Quad ball is live. Dakota Swarren picks it up. And Zach Meyer now into the beater game alongside Alex Wicken. Codis Warren going left. No dodgeball spray nice now. They send it deep to Fighter, who drops it. Gets through Mertens. The shot's no good. Zuber falls on it, but she's going to get beat out. And now Semigrin is just running. Goes left. Goes all the way around. Met by Codis Warren. Hit to the ground. Gets back up. Now hit by Fighter. The ball comes out. Mertens picks it up. Codis Warren knocks it out. And after a fight for it, Wicken is going to be able to come in and clean it up for Brandeis. A huge stop for Brandeis here to keep the score 6-5 Harvard. Codis Warren now pushing the pace even though Harvard has 2. He slows down again after already crossing half pitch. Codis Warren directing traffic. Met by Lee, so he gets it over to Fighter behind. Fighter rips a shot, no good. That goes out of bounds. It's going to be Harvard ball. Brandeis defense hustling back. And it looks like they're going to prevent a fast break, as Wicken actually beat out Semigrin, forcing Blanchfield to infield that one. Freed, immediately met by Codis Warren, gets the pass off to Mertens, and then scores through whichever hoop you like. Play has not stopped, and there's dodgeball play going on. Not sure what the stoppage here is, and it definitely should be a good goal, regardless of which hoop you think it went through. No call on the play. The goal is good. Harvard up 7-5.
You can't assist. Doesn't have possession.
No dodgeballs here for Brandeis, and Harvard can press if they want. Vidisha Jha has now subbed in for Brandeis. He's looking to pick up that third dodgeball. Gunther back into the game, uses the reset. Gets it over the head of Zuber. That one crosses the keeper zone line. That's a double reset. Goes to Harvard's Mac Mertens. Mertens immediately beat by Ja. Gets it to Blanchfield. She makes someone miss. It's going to now be met by Zuber. Gets it to, I believe, Chow. Chow's wrapped up, but gets rid of it. It goes to Kanzaria, and Brandeis gets the stop, although we're going to have a call here. Long discussion here, not sure what the whistle's about. Looks like there will be a card issued. Vidisha Jha, yellow card for an illegal head beat. That will lose Brandeis control. I believe the dodgeball will be turned over to Harvard's Chagantapati. I think there was a discussion about whether or not it was before or after the goal. I'm not sure why that would matter here. And now the head ref will explain to both head coaches what the call is. Unsure what happened here. Harvard is going to be awarded the quad ball. They lead 7-5. Leo Freed has been awarded the quad ball, but he has all four Brandeis quad ball players in front of him, as well as Brandeis' lone dodgeball in the hands of Zach Mayer. And Freed just gets it over to Blanchfield to let his teammates come down the field. Mayer beat Chen, and Chen finished a tackle. That should be a penalty. Freed hits Mertens. Mertens is met by Fighter, and looks like this could be a stop for Brandeis, as Mayer's going to finish it out. Chagantapati does eventually get the beat, but this should lead to a Harvard card. Long discussion here again. All right.
Oh man, I don't like your number. Red card.
So Andy Chen is given a yellow card for making a tackle after being beat. With Vidisha Jha, a Brandeis beater in the box, the dodgeball he was holding should just be put at the base of Brandeis's hoops, which I think the referees are discussing that right now. Instead, they're just going to leave it on the ground, take away Chakantapatis, and do something with that. I'm unsure what the bludger protocol is here. Finally, an AR goes and tells all the players who are laying on the ground that they can indeed stand up because it is just going to be Brandeis quad ball. Some more discussion. Okay, so Brandeis has a bludger on their hoop. They have a bludger in the hands of Zach Meyer. Harvard has a bludger or dodgeball right down near their keeper zone. And Nia Chagantapati is going to be awarded that bludger. So there's two beaters right now in the game, not in the box. Both have a dodgeball in hand. The third dodgeball is at Brandeis's hoops. Brandeis just got this quad ball stop. And Gunther's going to take this one up, killing the penalty of Vidisha Jha as Abby Gruber subs out. And Wesley Way comes in. Gunther fake to Way. Instead, sends it to Kanzaria through their legs. Chagantapati gets the beat, but then Mayer gets the beat and is able to open it up for Brandeis to score 7-6. That releases Andy Chen out of the box. Brandeis is still killing Vidisha Jha's penalty. Just as I say that, she comes back in as time has expired. And a good penalty kill there from Brandeis, where they were +1 during that time. Mertens slowly bringing quad ball up the pitch. Chen beats out Jha, is going to be able to win control. Fighters meeting Bulwa. Bulwa gets rid of it. Whoa, Mertens gets hit up high from Gunther as Mertens had slipped. Gunther was already full speed ahead and just tripped right over him. Unfortunate there, but it will be a yellow card on Brandeis. Eli Fighter will take the green headband. And Harvard quad ball is currently in the hands of Mac Mertens. I think it might go back to Niels Mertens. Although with Vidisha Jha dodgeball in hand right there, I think Harvard would prefer if it stayed in the hands of Mac Mertens. Yeah, so Gunther to the box for contact above the neck. And quad ball is going to remain in Mac Mertens' hands with just Way to beat. He takes the shot and it goes in. It was a shot pass to Blanchfield, but that one just went right through. Eli Fighter now in the green headband is going to walk this one up for Brandeis. Jha met high by Chen. Koretsky now in for beater as well for Brandeis. Koretsky beat out. Chen beats out Fighter. Fighter got it to Gunther. Jha with a good block. And then Gunther just floats one that Bulwa picks off. Jha gets it back to Koretsky. Great pass. Bulwa fakes twice, doesn't eventually hit the shot. And Brandeis gets another stop, still only trailing 8-6. Kanzaria with quad ball for Brandeis. Way up high, Fighter on the left. Zalowitz all the way below. It goes to Fighter. Met by Lee, beat by Lee. Lambright was able to take Lee's dodgeball, though, and Zalowitz was able to pick up the quad ball. So Boa eventually ends up with quad ball in hand, but that was two really good hustle plays from Brandeis. Lambright just beat by Chen, and then Lee is going to beat Koretsky to the loose dodgeball, so Harvard immediately gets it back as Wei gets beat out by Chen. Boa sends it all the way behind to Mertens. Mertens is clear, misbeat from Lambright, and then Boa just absolutely airmails one over Martinez's head. And that is the 20-minute stoppage. So here at 20 minutes, Harvard leads Brandeis 8-6. After jumping out to a 5-1 lead, they've been outscored themselves 5-3.
Thank you. I think that's something really Oh, actually, I do have a gallon of that you might be.
What? I'm good. I think, did you guys have a question?
We were like just a while ago.
I didn't know I guess it's your opinion. I have no idea. No, you're good. Sorry.
Thank you so much. If anyone asks,
You guys must have
All right, so we're about to come out of the 20-minute stoppage. The score is Harvard 8, Brandeis 6. The set score will be 14. Frank Vincent is the snitch. Rowan Scasiletti is going to be starting seeker for Brandeis, and Leo Fried starting seeker for Harvard. Dodgeballs are with Chen and Lee of Harvard and Lambright of Brandeis, well behind the hoops. All right, so we are back live. Zalowitz taking the ball up from the corner for Brandeis. Lambright is making a beeline for Leo Fried as Chen and Lee stick closer to the actual flag runner. Zalowitz, far side, gets it to Fighter. Zalowitz sets a pick on Mertens, and Fighter takes advantage, shooting it right over Hannah Martinez's head. 8-7 now in favor of Harvard. Mertens is going to bring the quad ball to the pitch. He's moving with speed now that he sees no dodgeballs ahead. Tries to get through Fighter, gets it off to Boa. Boa met by Zalowitz. And that goal is going to be no good because the whistle was before the shot, as Leo Fried here has a catch that was not on camera. I did not see the catch, so I don't know if it's good. Well, it looked like a quick conversation. I do think it's going to be called good. The catch is indeed good, so Harvard is now in the lead 11-7. The set score is 14. So again, because that whistle happened while Niels Mertens still had ball in hand, the goal for Harvard is no good, although they're still in a pretty advantageous position here on the whistle in. Fighter makes the hit, but Mertens finishes through contact. That'll make the score 12-7 Harvard, and they only need 2 more to win. Fighter getting pressed. Chen missed beat, lucky it hit a fan, prevented it from going too far. Then blocks a beat from Koretsky. Zalowitz gets it loose, but it's off the hands, and Martinez is going to come away with this one. As Lambright and Chen wrestle on the ground for a dodgeball, Lee's going to be able to come clean that up. Mertens coming down the field, right side, going to be met by Fighter. He goes way wide. Koretsky makes the beat. Bulwa hits Martinez too low off her hand. Fighter going out, makes the great wrap. So no call here. There was just a stoppage to see if there was injury after the hit. Score 12-7, still in favor of Harvard. Penny ball handling. Coda Warren back into this game for Brandeis. Penny driving into Freed, goes to the spin. Really slow here from Brandeis. Gets it to Coda Warren, met by Freed. Gottesman, Koretsky dodged that beat from Gottesman. Coda Warren gets it over to Zalowitz. Good finish from Brandeis. That'll give them another goal, 12-8. But Freed wants to come up the field quickly and then thinks better of it. Gets it to Boa up top. Dodgeball control with Brandeis as Coda Warren meets Freed. Freed can't get through. Back foot floats it to Blanchfield, who gets beat out, but she got it to Bulwa first, met by Zalowitz. Then Coda Warren knocks down the pass to Freed. And while Harvard was able to win control there, Brandeis gets the stop. Lambright, very aggressive, beats out Gottesman. Coda Warren is a little bit behind the play, though, gets around Freed, and then cannot finish. 2 goals, 2 refs called it no good, 1 called it good. Brandeis bench really wanted it, but they're not going to get it. So, Harvard bench pretty angry that the Brandeis bench seems to have maybe caused a stoppage by being loud after discussion. Enough ARs called it good that goal is going to be awarded. And that makes the score 12-9 in favor of Harvard. 14 is the set score in this one. Freed slowly walking this one up. Shu and Gottesman with just the 1 dodgeball for Harvard. Bulwa right side, right back up to Freed. Right back over to Bulwa, met by Penny. Goes back left to Freed, met by Coda Warren. Lambright beats out Bulwa, then gets beat himself. But Koretsky forces the turnover. Coda Warren is running. He sees 1 dodgeball. I don't think he sees the other. But he finishes through Bulwa after neither Harvard beat her through. Mental mistake there from Harvard. And in a game that seemed out of reach, Brandeis is clawing their way back in. Now only down 12-10 and leading in goals because Harvard has the catch. Freed marching this one up the pitch, the right-hand side. Met by Coda Warren, gets it over to Braun. Or Kroll. And Coda Warren is able to knock it down and pick it up. And Harvard is stopped again. Koretsky leading the way. Coda Warren is not going with them, though. And after a trade of beats with Koretsky, Lambright gets beat out. Brandeis suddenly has no dodgeballs. Harvard's pressing. Zalowitz with it, wrapped up by Martinez, gets hit. Gets beat, rather, by Polk. And I'm unsure what the call is.
So you have a lot of.
So it is going to be Martinez, yellow card.
I was telling no on the way here. I was like, who should I root for?
So did someone get this next?
There is going to be a discussion. I think it's going to be Martinez, yellow card, contact from behind. And that means Zalowitz is going to be awarded the quad ball on Broom, but with Polk right there with a dodgeball, it should not add up to much for Brandeis. All right, so actually, Zalowitz off Broom. It's going to go to the nearest Brandeis chaser, which is Wesley Way, marked by Kroll. And I don't think has many options here with Gottesman dodgeball in hand.
Yeah, they came for dinner.
Way gets beat out by Gottesman. Kroll is going to take this one. Fried gets it, dodges the Koretsky beat, then flips it over to Boa. Harvard scores. And finally, they only need one more as they take the lead here, 13-10. Ian Polk was beat out there, which gives Brandeis control as Lambright subs out. Vidisha Jha subs back in. Penny, far side. Oh, and then Gottesman just lost it with the slipperiness. Kroll got her hand on it, but Zalowitz was able to come up with the loose ball and score. 13-11 Brandeis, but Harvard can win it on this possession. Fried slows it up, Gottesman in front. Brandeis with just the one dodgeball. Jha goes to collect hers behind. Koretsky gets beat as she trades with Gottesman. Fried gets through Kodeswaran and Penny to hit the shot through the middle hoop. That will end this one. Final score, 145-110 in favor of Harvard.